Hey everyone, it's Robin Larrabee coming to you from GEG South Florida. I am the founder and leader, and I'm here to show you today a bit about originality reports and then with a little dash of citations thrown in. So here's my class. I'm going to show you first from the teacher's perspective. This is my class that I have used the originality report for. First off, in order to create an assignment with an originality report, if you haven't seen it yet, because it has been out for a while, but if you haven't, you just create your assignment. You're going to call it whatever it is that you need to call it. That's my super duper high tech secret language. You're going to come over here to the bottom of the right side and you're going to do check plagiarism. Now, in this case, you see that I only have 3 assignments left, but that's because this account that I'm using does not have the enterprise access. Enterprise access has unlimited originality reports, which is a game changer for every teacher. If you don't have enterprise and you're on the original G Suite Education free account, then you get 5 reports per class. So here with this particular class, I have, excuse me, 3 reports left. That's okay. I'm just showing you how I'm going to do this today. I'll hit continue, and then I would go ahead and assign it. I have already assigned 2 different essays that have originality reports attached to them. So going over the first one, I can see here our first student, Charlie. I'm going to pull up his essay. And if you look over to the right side, it says no flagged passages. That means that this student has produced a paper and there's no plagiarism. That's amazing. I want to give him a gold star right now, but he's not here right now. However, my next student that I go to, if we look over here in the right side, it says 2 flagged passages. 2 flagged passages tells you that something's been plagiarized. Of course, it doesn't tell you how much, the percentage, or how many. So if you click on where it says flagged passages, you can get a summary, and you can do the summary either by the number of instances, the count, or the percentage of the paper that has been plagiarized. Of course, as teachers, we all have our own parameters, but I just want to show you here today how this actually works. So if I click on count, or I can count, I can probably spell count too, but I don't feel like doing another take. It tells you here the web matches. If you click on that, it'll show you exactly what it was that's been plagiarized. And if you go back and look at the summary, it tells you right here from where the plagiarism occurred. So you have all of this information. Little caveat, sounds terrible at first, but it's not. You have the ability to maintain these originality reports for 45 days. Within 45 days, you should have had enough time. That student should have had enough time to come to you and say, hey, I don't understand, which they really did understand. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. You can always save this report as a PDF. Everybody's computer is different, so don't worry if your print version does not look like this. But just to let you know, in case you're not aware, you should have a destination set up in your computer for not just your actual physical printer, but also to save as PDF. This way you're not printing things out. You can, of course, if you want to, but it's nice going paperless. And of course, you can create folders either by class, by assignment, by student, and you can keep all of those forever and ever for however long you choose to do that. I'm not going to do that for today. So this is where you get all of your information about exactly what it was that was plagiarized. I'm going to show you from the student side because each student has the opportunity to run a plagiarism report to see if any part of it has been plagiarized. Because we all know that students don't intentionally mean to plagiarize, right? They just forget to cite. They forget to cite. So I'll show you what it looks like on this other assignment that I have called Mise en Scène Costuming. So here I have my essay that I have put in there, and I want to run an originality report. So over here where it says originality reports, the student, again, this is student view, you click on run, and each student has 3 opportunities per assignment to check the originality. By the third time, hopefully the student has figured out what's been plagiarized and how to fix it. So here's what happens when the student runs an originality report. You see here, it's running. It's going to take a couple of seconds or sometimes minutes. It feels like forever. Okay, now I want to view my originality report. It tells me here that I do have one flagged passage. There is an option, however, within Google Docs now to be able to cite a passage so that it's not counted as plagiarism. When you see as the teacher, and I'll show you that in just a moment, that there has been some sort of plagiarism or copying, but if it has been properly cited, then it won't show up as flag. You'll see in the teacher version, when I go back to it, when I submit this, that passages that have been properly cited will not count towards the plagiarism, which is also a game changer because we hate when we get like 40% of a paper that's been plagiarized, but yet of that 40%, 90% of it has actually been properly cited, and we're on this like wild goose chase. So it's a wonderful thing. But here you see from the students' point of view exactly what has been plagiarized. Up to me, if my teacher has given me a particular percentage I have to stay within, or a word count, whatever it may be that I have to worry about, I can choose from here as the student to change this, or I can just leave it be. Meh, I'm going to leave it be. I'm good. So I go ahead and I turn it in. Now we're going to go back to the teacher side. This was the costuming essay. So let's go ahead in here and we're going to view this one who was plagiarizing the last time. I mean, forgot to cite the last time. And we'll see here that there is a flagged passage. Same thing as before. You can see what it was that was plagiarized and from where it came. However, I wanted to also show you that in this assignment, there actually is a section that was properly cited. Gasp. The way that the student did that, it's quite easy. If I unsubmit this and show you what the student needs to do in order to properly cite, and this all comes down to any other citation machine. I know that that's an actual citation thing. Any citation websites, um, it's only going to be as accurate as the information the student puts in. And it's so, so important to stress that. So if I'm just going to pretend like I took that from somewhere. I go up to tools. Again, this is as a student, not as a teacher. This is not work that you have to do as a teacher. If I click on citations, I already entered in this citation or that source. I use APA format. But from the student side, they're going to decide again where it is that they got their information from. And then, yes, they will have to enter all of this information. And this is where I'm saying it's the citation itself is only going to be as accurate as the information that they put in there. So I've already got this one particular citation source that's in. And if you notice, it's not quite right because I didn't capitalize here. So again, make sure your students understand that. It's not going to automatically do it for them. But if I want to say that this highlighted section is from the same source, then I'm just going to click on Cite, and there you go. It pops up with the proper in-text citation. It's a wonderful tool. It's a great way for the students to get used to doing citations. And oh my gosh, it's so easy. There's not even copying and pasting anymore. They have it so easy. Back in the Stone Age when I went to school and with that chisel and that hammer and just trying to get every letter incorrect, whew, that was rough. Okay. So anyway, these are some wonderful things that your students have that you have as a teacher. There's no more juggling between websites and checking for plagiarism and checking for this. It's all right there. So that's it from me. If you have any questions, reach out. GEG South Florida is here to help all of the teachers in our South Florida region and beyond. We have members from everywhere. So come visit us. You can see our website in the classroom banner, bit.ly/GEG SOFLA, all in lowercase. You can also visit us on Twitter at GEG SOFLA. Thanks so much, and I hope everybody has an awesome day.